Hey, what's up, guys? I am Marshall Sparkman. So, I'm a prior Air Force veteran and specialize in VA loans. I've been doing this for the past 15 years. And I spent a lot of time educating the real estate community and also the veteran community because there's so many misconceptions about the VA loan. So, I wanted to hit a few things right here. The reality is that a lot of real estate agents have so many misconceptions about the VA loan, things that are simply not true, and dispelling the myths and educating really is what it is on these beautiful benefits, entitlements that are a blessing to the veteran community. And obviously, everybody wants to support the military, so I'm here to address some of these misconceptions, provide some training, and ultimately better collaboration between realtors and veterans. So I've got 5 points that I wanted to talk about here. Number one is misconceptions and lack of understanding with the VA loan. A lot of people think that the VA loan they'll tell you guys that these are the easiest loans to close. They are super easy to get through closing. They have the most flexible underwriting guidelines. They have the lowest interest rates on the market, and they're just easier to close and usually easier to work with. Number two, a lot of realtors think that VA loans have additional requirements, and they don't want to do VA loans because agents perceive them to be more complex due to additional paperwork. Let's talk about the additional paperwork. There is an FHA VA amendment that you have to have signed. You have to have it signed with any FHA loan. Also, you have to have it signed with VA loans. Also, I think there's a lot of confusion with VA has some fees that they say the veteran borrower cannot pay themselves out of pocket. Those are called non-allowables. They're really not an issue. The main one that I would see is if it's a for sale by owner, the VA says that the veteran borrower cannot pay for attorney fees. Number three, I hear this one a lot. This is probably the most common from real estate agents, that there are potential issues with the property appraisal or the property condition requirements. I've got a whole video on the VA's minimum property requirements. I suggest you check that one out. But here's the reality, guys. The VA has the least number of minimum property requirements. I've got them on this video. I think there's 12 or 13 bullet points in the minimum property requirements. But the main thing that you need to know, the VA loan, the property has to be safe, sound, and sanitary. And it also has to meet local public codes as any other property does. So as long as your property meets as safe, sound, and sanitary, you're not going to have any problems with it. The most common write-up that we get as lenders is exposed wood, peeling paint on the exterior. That's usually an easy write-up, but that's with any loan. The appraiser is going to write that up for a conventional loan, for an FHA loan, for a USDA loan. It doesn't matter. So just remember this, the VA does not have any strict requirements on the property. They're actually easier than a conventional loan. And I say that because the VA actually has a process where you get a second set of eyeballs on the VA appraisal. Whereas if you get a conventional appraisal and you disagree with something, good luck fighting an appraiser. But the VA actually will step in if we have an issue with the appraisal, and they'll overlook it. And in a lot of cases, the VA will override the appraiser if they disagree with them. I've had that happen several times. Number four, perceived risk of delays or complications. Now, realtors say they are riskier, are prone for delays compared to conventional loans. They're concerned about potential delays with the closing process or complications arising with the VA loan, which leads to hesitation to working with veteran buyers. So, due to inexperienced loan officers, this may have been the case before. Realtors may have worked with a loan officer in the past that give VA loans a bad name. I don't know. I think it just boils down to lack of understanding, a lack of education. So I think there's no really risk. I can close a VA loan just as fast as I can close a conventional loan. There's not much difference there. So that's not really an issue. Number five, the reason why agents hate VA loans is commission considerations. With all this new stuff that's going on with the National Association of Realtors and this new lawsuit that's going on, currently the VA does not allow the veteran, one of those non-allowable fees does not allow the veteran borrower to pay real estate commissions. So if you're a realtor and you've got to charge commissions to your buyer, the VA says currently the VA guidelines are written, it says they cannot do that. However, That's in the works, guys. Nothing has been finalized as of now. As I'm making this video in May of 2024, it's not been finalized. Probably won't be finalized until July of 2024. So we don't know what the VA, more than likely, I think the VA is going to come out and say, oh, veteran, if he decides to pay your real estate commissions, he can do that. Or you can get it from the seller side. I don't know. It's not really an issue right now. So those are the 5 reasons that real estate agents hate VA loans, according to my poll here. I hope this is fruitful for you guys. And look, let's get out and help some people, man. It's really, if a veteran is giving a service to our country, let's collaborate. Let's help them out. Let's not deny their offer just because it's a VA loan and you've heard all these misconceptions, or you may have had that one case back in 2002 where a VA loan went sideways on you. Look, guys, give me a call anytime. If you got a VA loan, even if the buyer is not working with me, I'd love to be able to walk you through the scenarios and help you avoid the pitfalls.